Hey guys, DJ, Guildmaster, One Gamers Guild, back with the Enchanter. Got another
Me
battle.
always.
Always. Well, we get some new guys coming in the shop finally.
True.
They're getting the rust busted off, and they're a little bit camera shy. So you'll probably see some other folks on here playing some Armada. So it's me and the Enchanter today playing Republic versus my Rebels, aka a pirate fleet. Yeah, that's a lot of ships.
Do you
So
have Hondo in this?
I do have Hondo in this.
Cool. Then
It's pirates.
it works.
All right. So Tim, go ahead, or Enchanter, go ahead and go over your list with us, brother. I see
So.
3 ships there. You're gonna have a bunch of pass tokens.
Yes, I have 4 pass tokens floating around right behind the vendor. Yeah, it's great. So, as we discussed last game, which was a while ago because work's been iffy.
Yeah.
I decided to kind of tune away from the full squadron play.
Yeah.
I still have a smattering because Plo Koon with 5 V19s I feel like is a good counter against another opponent's squadrons, depending what you're going to play.
Yeah.
I have Vendor with Obi-Wan.
Okay.
Adigalia, who's basically kind of hard to phrase.
Okay.
While defending, when you suffer damage from attack, you may suffer up to 1 of that damage on the shields of a hull zone adjacent to the defending hull zone. For each defense token you spent during the spend defense token steps, if you do suffer any remaining damage on the defending hull zone, which I wonder if that means I can use.
It sounds like it's a different version of redirect, where like you can redirect anywhere. Almost anywhere.
Adjacent hull zone. So, I don't know. Basically,
Okay.
what I'm taking it as is if I spend 2 defense tokens, one of which is a redirect to push damage to this side, I think it means I can also push 2 damage to that side.
That's what it sounds like.
I think.
We'll play it that way. If you guys think it's different, let us know. Like we've been getting a lot more feedback on our videos, which is kind of cool.
So, but anyway, so there's her. The DBY turbo lasers because they're great.
Right, for
With-
salvos.
Yep, flat guns.
Ooh,
So that
okay.
my salvos have better range.
Yeah.
Thermal shields because obviously.
Yep, just
Local
because.
fire control so that I can switch out my contain with another salvo and external Rex. The
Okay.
acclimator kind of similar. Expert shield tech because it works great with Obi-Wan.
Yep.
Also external Rex, also thermal shields, also DBYs.
Okay. So you're definitely going all in on your salvo.
Yes. At least with those 2 ships.
Well, salvo's such a good thing. Like
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
It is
When it
a
first
good-
came out, it was one of those things.
It was like.
Yeah.
It seemed iffy at first, and now you're like, no, with more upgrades for it, it can be good.
Well, especially with the new turbo laser slot, like you're always guaranteed 1 hit off of a salvo.
Yes. Or if
Guaranteed.
you're within black dice range, 2.
Yeah.
'Cause,
Oh, get the black dice.
Yep.
So, all right.
Oh, and then the Pelta has expert shield tech, repair crews because.
Oh, for your
Yeah.
squadrons.
No, that's a Yularen ability.
Okay.
Repair crews is just that I can keep these guys durable because the way I mathed it out was if you comms netted an engineering token,
Yeah.
the most these guys will be able to do is repair a shield.
Uh-huh.
While with repair crews, I can instead just remove a whole damage card from them.
That's pretty big. That's
Yep. So it's like, I
really
figured,
big.
as long as I'm at distance 1 to 2, which I didn't read until now, so that's gonna be it's a slow ship.
You're gonna have to like basically attach her to a ship
Yep.
and just fly like next to them.
Which is fine. Reactive gunnery, just in case I want to salvo with this thing, because it does have 2 red dice.
Oh,
So like, it's interesting. And then TB-73, which gives me just another evade because
why not?
here you go. Yep.
Yeah.
And then as I said, Plo Koon and 5 V19s for a total of 393 points.
Oh wow. So my list is 393 as well. So this is a rehashing of a list I think you've seen a while ago. It was my 6 hammerheads. It's my little pirate fleet. So I'm running 5 hammerheads this time and 2, what are these? The CR90s. So I'm running an A and a B. My admiral's going to be Leia. I figured with the shenanigans I can drop from speed 1 to 3 in a heartbeat.
Yep.
Then I'm running 2. So 3 of the hammerheads are going to be standard torpedo corvettes. And then 2 are going to be escorts just for to hang back and throw some long-range shots, kind of like peppering the enemy fleet until the hammerheads get in close. The CR9s will just be flying around doing CR90 stuff. I know it's a ship I really don't fly a lot of, even though I have 2 of them. So I'm gonna mess around with it today. But on the ships, 1 hammerhead corvette basically has boarding troopers and external racks. That's it, external racks. Next, Leia CR90 has reinforced blast doors, Uh, she has some other upgrade cards. I'd have to look at my actual list, but she has slave turrets, reinforced blast doors, and she is also Jaina's Light. The other CR90 is Dodona's Pride with high capacity ion turbines.
Oh,
So that's just flying around, just shooting. And then
fishing for blue crits, I'm guessing.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And then if I could double RQ it, there'd be 3 blue out the side.
Oh.
So then the other, so two, the hammerheads are a little bit different. The two Corvettes have slave turrets, proximity mines. One has Hondo, the other one has Sabine. So again, I'm going in with the mine tactic, except I readjusted my missions to where won't hurt me like last time I played this list. And then the two other Hammerhead Corvettes, both of them have, or one has Chart Officer, Orange Experts, External Racks, Proximity Mines, and then the other one has Ezra, Gale's Honor, External Racks, and Orange Experts, and Proximity Mines. So that one's expensive. The whole idea is, like I said, to fly around planking the enemy ships, get in there, do a bunch of damage, and hopefully the last one on the end here with boarding engineers gets on there and turns 2 of your damage cards into crits.
All for repair crews can repair them in time.
Yeah, that's the idea. I have to play very cagey with this list because I'm not very good flying little ships. A lot of them, I should say. Because they do fly a little bit different. I'm also at 393.
Yeah.
So I was going for a bid. We don't know our lists until we actually show up to the shop.
Yeah.
So
Which
we
is why I
do.
like to keep it balanced, you know.
Yeah, cause it was either this or I had an onager interdictor list I put together, and yeah, I was like, you know what, let's fly something fun today.
Exactly.
So we both know the rules now. So we're both at 393. You want to roll a dice and on a crit.
On a regular hit, rather.
Is it on a regular hit? I thought it was a crit.
No, because there's 4 regular hits on each side.
Well, here I said that we know the rules. So go ahead and roll it.
Alright. On a hit, I guess I decide.
Yep. Yeah. Go ahead.
Even though definitely land on the hit first. I'll go first because I don't have objective cards to pick from.
Okay. So I have my objective cards. I'll let you decide off camera, but are opening salvo, jamming barrier, and one's upside down, of course, for TV, minefields. So, Tim's favorites, or the Enchanter's favorites. I will let you decide, and when we come back, we'll be back up with setup, guys. All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and go into our recording of the speed and laying down of ships. Go ahead, Tim.
All right.
So we got our setup done. I kind of set up 4 frigates over here. Let me get closer to my side. That angle is good for us doing a speed setup, but it's not good for anything else.
Showing off, yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so I have both my CR90s over here going speed 3. I have one of the escorts here going speed 1. Torpedo, both speed 1. Escort, speed 3. Other torpedo, speed 1.
I've got my acclimator here, which is the first deploy, along with my 6 squads, just to pad out, basically pad the runtime.
Yeah.
Pad out. Then this guy went down here just so that he can kind of split the difference. Whenever he needs to start repairing, he can zip over next to a guy. And then this guy here, because I realized you had a decent amount of guys over there.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can start, getting some shots in there.
Fair enough. All right. So we'll go on to turn 1. We're going to have the camera again recording everything, but it'll be a speed roll.
Yeah.
I forgot my dice tray today, which is kind of cool.
Sub-Zero. Now playing Zero.
All right, guys, we'll be back.
Nothing like the book.
Oh,
turn. Give
all
him a
right.
chance.
So, as everyone's seen on camera, we all just kind of moved up.
Yep.
What commands you end up taking, Tim? For Enchanter?
Navs, because gee, imagine that.
Yes.
Naving and Armada? Never.
Ooh. I took engineering on the CR90s, and I took concentrate fire type guns on all the hammerheads. Yep, pretty uneventful turn one. And as you guys noticed, I remembered our proximity mines, which is kind of goofy because it says at the beginning before deployment you pop it, but it can't be within range 5 of ships. So even though you pop it before deployment, you can't set the mines until after the ships
I
are
think
down.
it's just to like declare that you're using it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. All right, so we're going to go on to turn 2.
Yep, just gotta do dials.
We'll reset our dials and we'll be back. back on. Alright, so we're back. A lot of movement. We were just checking stuff. I think I'm wasting my tokens shooting because the thermal shields, so I need to concentrate.
Yep.
But it's alright because I'm just probing the fleet. I just kind of moved up and around. Tier 9's moving on the edge. Everyone's kind of creeped up forward.
DJ's probing all right.
Nice. I definitely probe a lot. I beat the crap out of it. So anyway.
I forgot to get a confire on that guy, by the way.
Oh yeah, and then 4 damage on the Venator when he flew up into
that
2 mines. And then what all?
3 damage.
Oh, that's for 3 damage. And then you just kind of putted forward.
Yep, put forward. Only attacks I made were salvos, which that's another just
Yeah.
doesn't really matter, but it's worth trying.
Okay. Sweet. So we're going on to turn 3 already. We'll be back, guys.
change.
All
real
right, so
quick.
yeah, I am. Go ahead and go over what happened. It's
Obi-Wan got hit by that one crit that lets you change your speed, and I'd already spent him down to 1, and now he's speed 0, and oh no. Because that whole ship relies on defense tokens, but... How-
I don't think you're in too much of a danger. We'll
Sure,
see what
because you
happens.
have experienced my damage mitigation with expert shield tanks
Oh,
and
that
stuff.
damage mitigation is so rough to deal with.
I wasn't sure about Adigalia. If we're playing her right, she's really nice because
Yeah.
you spend 2 defense tokens and you can redirect 2 damage without spending redirect.
I feel your damage mitigation is doing so well because these ships are so low attacking.
Yep.
Their dice are so
That-
low.
that too, yes.
So if I was playing, I think my CIS or my Empire, I don't think it would be as efficient as it's doing right now.
But the thermal shields will be more effective on those as well.
Yeah.
So it's hard to judge.
Yeah. So
Otherwise, though,
you did
I've been
blow
doing
up a
some
ship.
Good. The salvos have been working pretty well.
Yeah.
The unfortunate part is, I know those already, but I can't spend them.
Yeah.
So
The thing that I messed up on, I messed up the sequence of using my upgrade cards, like Ezra. Normally, I throw a rock in front of him at some point to where when I get there, I can throw it, and I forgot to do it this turn or this game, so that didn't work. And then I didn't use Hondo when I should have, so I couldn't use boarding engineers, which would have been huge
yes.
because I didn't realize that you were going that fast. I misjudged range, but again, I don't fly this fleet very often, so.
It happens. Yeah.
Yep. So we're going to go on to turn 4.
Yep.
We'll set our dials and we'll be back.
All right. works is I either shave off some points or just take
Yeah.
out some squads
To
to
get
get another small ship.
isn't you need another small ship? You'd probably be a charger to help protect him.
Yeah, charge with that one title.
Yeah.
And continent.
Yeah.
Because that gives me such flexibility. That can be a durable support ship. The
Yeah.
charger can be a reactive support
A
ship.
reactive support ship and or maybe hunt down a straggler. So that was the end of turn 4, guys. The board's a lot clearer. A lot clearer. So the Enchanter destroyed 2 of my ships.
I turned away, turned back, and just there's a massive dice, and the vendor's gone. And I was like, oh.
So fun fact, we read it first because I thought for sure thermals would still work, but since I knocked him to speed 0, you can't spend tokens. You can't spend defense tokens. So therefore, unless we're wrong, guys, let us know. Let us know.
Yeah.
So he couldn't use his thermal shields, and I did in excess of what 7 damage to your rear.
Basically, it was exactly 1 shield, 6 damage, and just
Because I had concentrate fire and then external racks I popped, and then to help finish it off, I had Ezra, or I had Gordon's or Gale's Pride, which I figured if I hit you, your Grail's Honor, I would have done a crit to you. So that was kind of interesting, but the side ship you blew away. This guy somehow survived. I knocked 1 shield off of him. This guy did 1 shield onto him.
I just realized I have 2 shields in the back. I should only have 1.
And what I did was I probably should have went with Dodonna's Pride first, but it didn't. I messed up my play.
And I focused it down because while I could have taken the easy close range shot at that, I did not want Dodonna's Pride getting a random crit.
Yeah. So you blew her up. Leia just shot some flak, flew in the back. This guy kind of stayed there.
Oh, she's not shot at a ship yet.
Not yet. This will be her first time shooting. Well, I was using her to fly around the outside.
Yep.
Like, all these ships I don't fly very often. So like believe it or not, I'm kind of frustrated with myself. If you guys don't know, because I'm flying very poorly, and I fly a lot better than this. But we'll see what happens here. It's going to be a close one. All my ships have damage cards on them, and some of the Enchanters does, but except for the Pelta. That version of the Pelta is so tanky.
Yeah. Extra defense token with reactive gunnery.
Ugh, it was oppressive. The damage you cannot do to it. You almost have to like focus it down. Which, if you're focusing that support ship, you're ignoring the bigger ships, which is not good.
Because it's surprisingly durable and deals some damage, but not some. Also, I realize I have engine techs on here that I really don't need.
Right.
Engine techs were originally whenever I had Mercy missions still in here, which I took out for flat guns.
Well, if you're flying a faster list, like you're trying to get across the board faster, it'd be kind of helping to keep that support ship with the big ships. So I guess it's okay. So.
In this case, it's whatever.
Yeah. Let's go on to turn 5. We'll see what happens. get both of them this turn, and it's going to be a white. Oh, I did get some points from killing a Venator.
Yes.
So this turn, basically, Leia moved around, took a damage card bumping him, but he repaired it earlier. He shot. Damage mitigation again, didn't do anything. This guy long ranged, fired red dice, took a damage in return from salvo. Because Leia moved up, added a click. So we're going on the last turn. Basically, I think the Enchanter's going to kill both my ships. Then before Sabine died, she threw a bomb out here. I really misplayed all of my cards and things. I think, though, our next video, I'm going to run this fleet again. And I'm going to... I might pull opening salvo out of here because it definitely helped you more than me.
True. I don't know. It's hard to tell because it has potential to help you more with 7 ships each being able to add 2 dice of any color to their attack pool. It just doesn't help that I had Obi-Wan and a whole bunch of expert shield techs who were like, no damage.
Yeah, thermal shields too. That doesn't help.
Too, yes.
Thermal shields really mitigate a lot of that because you add the dice to the pool first. So it'd be different if it was like a concentrate fire. You could choose to add it. Then it'd be a lot better. But
I'm also definitely going to run this again, hopefully against either you or Dawn.
Yeah.
To test out how viable it is with a small contingency of anti-squadron. Because right now, these squads have done nothing. Well, no. They plinked away some damage.
Yeah. Knocked a few shields off.
As I was explaining to you, I could easily cut out Plo Koon, like 2 of them, and add another Charger as a secondary support ship with CommsNet, just in case of off chances of that.
Yeah.
But that leaves me with 3 V-19s to screen my entire
I think Chargers would work. I think what I might end up doing, I'll fly this again. I just might modify some of my cards. Because using the scout corvettes for long-range fire
is rough. Yeah,
it's not as good. But then again, having all these torpedo bombers or torpedo frigates or corvettes going into it is a little bit harder because you're taking all that fire coming in, and
especially against these guys that can put out a decent amount of fire.
I almost think I should go. I would like to go first.
Yes, that would definitely help.
I almost think going first.
There have been a couple times, I think once or twice, you had a ship with the salvo token still on it that I shot down.
There was one you did.
Yes.
And then,
that was just one, but still.
And then one with my boarding engineers. So we're going to go ahead and go on to the last turn. We'll finish this out. And then we'll do an AR, and for those who don't know, AR is After Actions Report. So we'll be back. Alright guys, so you just seen that battle report. It was a good game. Your damage mitigation was very well done, especially against a smaller fleet of mine, where like I'm not throwing a lot of dice till I get close to you. And unfortunately, the way the objective worked was the mission worked. The first time you fired at a ship. So I'm wasting it at long range unless I get close to you. Which I guess in a larger fleet where I'm trying to shoot long range, like with my recluse and stuff like that, my CIS,
Yeah.
that's not a bad one because I never really use opening salvo too much.
It's not bad. I don't know. It's hard to say. It is good for first player because you can shoot any dice.
Yes.
Which is good. But I don't know, it is bad because it also helps your opponent, which is what kind of why I picked it.
Yeah. But yeah, it helps you a little bit more than me because you're throwing red dice at long range. I don't know. I don't fly rebels too often. I've flew this similar to this list a long time ago, and I think it didn't do very well either.
Because I had the fucking stupid triple McGady's with Dodonna.
Yeah, and you just were deleting stuff. I guess the part that I think the idea behind this fleet is to outmaneuver you, get in your side, and do stuff. But the problem is the ships aren't fast enough to do it, and it almost makes you want to fly straight into it to actually do something, but you're going through all this fire, and I guess I could have just say everyone go straight line, but it's not going to be a very imaginative strategy.
And it's also dangerous because both of those guys have 6 dice funnels.
Exactly. Maybe I could change out my missions and do like one where I'm trying to grab objective tokens and flow them around the board.
Yep.
That might be a little bit better because I have so many small ships for you to chase down, and really maybe focus more on the mission as opposed to trying to knock out capital ships.
Which I've noticed smaller ship lists really excel at that.
Yeah.
If you can guarantee second player, which typically speaking, people make bids for first player.
Mm-hmm.
So typically people say if you want to be second player, you're safe with maxing out your points as much as you want.
Yeah. I think maybe going first would help a little bit more, maybe.
Possibly.
I think, well, a couple instances, and then obviously I misplayed a lot of my cards. Like Hondo, I didn't use, I forgot about him. Because of that, I had set it up to where I'd have boarding engineers go off. I didn't think I'd be close enough for boarding engineers. That didn't happen. And then at one point, I messed up Sabim's mine, because usually I throw it out fairly early. And then I usually load up a rock or like a debris or something for Ezra. And then, I think it's a rock actually. And she's over there. Command, obstacle. So actually, yeah, a debris. I usually use asteroids for the crit. I'll load one up to where I'm going to be within like range of it, turn 2 or 3, and I throw the rock. Now at that point, usually if I throw it at a ship or in front of a ship, and I've done it a couple times with it and worked out well. This one I just got it out from underneath me, which actually was kind of good too, so I didn't like take rock damage.
That's good. He's versatile. I've always been kind of iffy on him because for 3 points a one-time use, but
it's one of those like little cheeky maneuvers. Like, okay, there's a rock next to me. I can throw it in front of another ship, or I need something to obscure me. I can throw it in front of myself.
True.
You know what I mean?
Very flexible.
So it's one of them like kind of like jank cards, or like, hey, you're sitting on a station, not anymore, because then I can throw the station out from underneath you, and you're not getting the benefit. So like, there's some. It's a one-shot deal. It'd be kind of different if it was exhaustible, maybe. But then I guess that would be Kellenberg. You just fly around, towing a group of asteroids with you and throwing it into ships, which would be kind of funny.
Speaking of the Yoda card in Legion, we're not talking about Legion, but
Well, if you listen to the comedian Frankie Boyle, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know. What was your takeaway, Tim? Like you said, besides my flying horribly.
I don't know. I didn't realize comms important because of the random situations where, like, the vendor took that crit that you dropped into speed 0.
There's a damn good chance.
And that is what cost him.
Epidemic card.
Yeah, that's what cost me the
I
shit.
love the optimism.
Having comms is important
This
for the
is
tactical
like
flexibility
round
to
3
be
or
like,
4 now or
this
something
guy
like
needs
that.
to speed up now, here.
Yeah.
But on the flip side, that's also just like a freak chance that that happens.
Which in reality too, had that not happened, that crit, your fleet would have been completely whole, which would definitely mean
So not taking 7 damage from one attack.
no, because you would have defense token, you would have braced it, or you would have thermal shielded it,
And salvoed.
Yeah, and you've been fine. I just got extremely lucky with that crit. I think if you would have killed Ezra first, my side ship on the side wouldn't have done it because I think that was an escort Corvette, so it would have been throwing red and blue. But I mean, one half dozen the other.
Basically, I had 3 targets and only 2 shots, so I had to kind of just determine where I wanted to hit.
Yeah, I got extremely lucky too, and I had an objective token and I had a external racks. So like I had like 4 dice to the attack.
Well, that's gonna be 2,
And
3, and then 4.
Turned away, turned back and was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, I just rolled dice and I was like, oh, we're gonna re-roll that one for Leia's ability. We're gonna add this one.
Which at that point, since I had no defense tokens, I was just like, that's fine. I can look away and just, oh,
Yeah.
I'm dead.
It helped too. I hit your rear hull zone because it was just 1 shield. And
And it was exactly 7 damage. Any less, and you would not have done it. Well, a crit. No, because the crit was not structural.
no, the crit was something goofy. It wasn't even important at that point. Yeah, I don't know really. Like, I just need to fly better. That's pretty much all that is. And fly this fleet more. I think maybe I'll fly this again in the next battle report. I might readjust
I have respect for the players.
I might readjust my missions and make it more mission centric.
I definitely realized I do have a love for damage mitigation fleets, which is what this wasn't specifically designed to be damage mitigation. Obi-Wan just has that effect. Obi-Wan plus
And then I saw some of the
expert shield tax is just amazing. Because you can just be like, 2 less damage.
I'm still trying to figure out what happens to the
2 less
traveling
damage.
in basketball.
The idea mainly was stacking this thing with buff 4
Usually
Yeah.
Which idea was just, you shoot me, I'm going to shoot you pretty hard.
Right, and flag guns helps with that, and then so does.
And it was good, but like, it wasn't as big of a deal as I thought it would be. The bigger deal was just Obi-Wan and shield tax and thermal shields.
I was using Leia to get like maximum use out of my ships with the token. The idea was too, and I messed up my timing, was to cruise at speed 1, and then boom, jump at speed 3, and like get up in your face. And it just didn't happen that way. A few of my ships later on happened, but a lot of them just didn't work.
I think another thing I just kind of thought of. You know what I think we're going to see a resurgence of? And we might have already talked about this before.
What's that?
The 10-point ion cannon that just discards defense tokens.
I've played with it. It's so expensive, and like when you're trying to like build a fleet, and it's weird for it being that expensive. You almost have to build around it.
True.
And I'm like,
but it's also basically a hard counter to thermal shields.
Yeah, because well, if in the right sequencing it is, because if they can thermal shield to get rid of all your blue dice, you're never going to get that crit. You're never going to get it. But in them weird instances where you can sneak it through,
they're counters to each other at this point almost.
Yeah. There's that other upgrade card where you exhaust a card.
Oh, I think it's 8 points. You exhaust all their defense tokens.
Well, no, there's one you exhaust upgrade tokens. I thought there are other upgrade cards.
Yes, but it's not exhaustible. Thermal shields.
But you pick one and exhaust it. What I'm saying is, like, you would just tap that card.
Yeah.
I wonder if that would force it to be tapped.
I will say this: the next
would, but also that wouldn't affect it because it's not an exhaustible. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not turning off its ability. Yeah. Discarding it, probably like Vader. There's a couple other ones that get rid of upgrade cards.
Too, yeah.
So but I almost feel that you have to have a mind of thermal shielding. Currently,
yeah,
you really have to have a mind to it. That and salvo, because a lot more people, it seems like, are building very defensive fleets to where they're hitting you twice. Their salvos are really good, and their normal attacks are really good.
3 points for that turbo laser is great. And correct me if I'm wrong, that turbo laser is not
exhaustible,
and it's not faction specific. So
no, it's not.
Catch me soon. I might go back to the Starhawk. Just try that out.
Well, you would have to find a way to throw. It comes with salvo. Never mind. So like, yeah,
it does. And with Krista and Krista can add a salvo if you so choose, and there's a title that adds one. And also, flat guns are also not specific.
it would change your it would extend the range of your salvo, but it would change all your stuff to black, which I guess.
Change all the anti-squad, which is also kind of a perk, depending on how you look at it.
Well, yeah, because then if
Oh!
you I guess it depends. Like honestly, I like actually having black flak
That is
personally, because blue is nice. Red I think's very situational, but the black's really where it's at, especially whenever you have a double flag ship. It turns to two black flag now. So like you're really hammering squadrons when they get in close to you.
better than live
Um,
Con.
That's really all I have for this battle report I can think of, unless you have more.
I was just saying, think about it this way as well. If you had flat guns and then a second offensive retrofit for
To tell you the truth, I only
No.
know about 3 cheap tips.
the missile slot for jet torpedoes,
Yeah,
But I do enjoy those 3
you have a really good chance of just shutting squads off as
Yeah.
they come at you.
absolutely.
Which I might have to consider that. Because I can get rid of my racks.
Yeah,
They're good, but get rid of racks for ship torpedoes, get rid of all my squads.
yeah.
Because at that point, I won't need them. I can just flak the shit out of things.
Hell yeah. Oh, something that I like that my proximity mines actually worked this game. I did excess of what 5-6 damage total to your ship's 5 damage, just from mines alone.
And none of yours.
No, I did. Well, actually, no. Ezra landed on his own mine, or on a mine. I rolled 2 accuracy, so it didn't do anything. But that's probably his force powers. But yeah, that was kind of nice. I guess one thing I have to add really is, if you guys don't
I think I only know
know,
one song from
we're
the
actually getting some viewers becoming members of the Gamers Guild, the
I might
Facebook
know
group
another
that
song.
we
I don't
have,
know.
which is pretty awesome. So what we're doing September 4th
I've heard-
at SCG Hobby in Latrobe, Western Pennsylvania, in West Oregon County, we're doing an Armada tournament. So it'll be an in-store tournament. I'm going to have a link in the description to the thing. When you see the event, though, on Facebook, for some reason it won't let me link the address. I'm still trying to fix that. But I'll have a link to the address in the description. If you guys are in Western PA and you see this,
3 would.
hey, come on down. It's like, I think we're doing $15 for store credit, $15 I guess buy-in or
10 or 15, I forget which.
I think it's
Atlanta was
15
in one of our.
because we're doing a store. We have a couple old store prize packs from like 2019. We're just going to be getting rid of all that stuff to everybody because I don't think the Talk Masters really put out new tournament packs yet.
Not yet. That's been a thing that's been put on the back burner or something.
Yeah. So that's one of the reasons also why we're doing the little bit higher of an entry fee because luckily this shop turns all entry fees into store credits. So if we get enough people, well, we'll see. We'll have 3 rounds. It'll be pretty sizable. But we're going to try to start at 11 and probably run until about 6 or 7, depending. There'll be more in the description.
I'll be, I think we'll both be here early, about an hour early, setting up, doing autographs. So if you'd like.
Hopefully by that time we'll have some more shirts for folks that are guild members. Yeah, just throw that out there.
Ahsoka will be here too.
Ahsoka definitely will be here. She'll have a autograph thing, I think. Capitalizing on her popularity. Yeah, so if you guys are able or local, or even not, you want to come on down, join the group. You like what we're doing. You know, everyone says that, and people have been spreading the word, like sharing videos, which is kind of cool. Yeah, just go ahead, leave us a like, comment. If we messed up, let us know. We're definitely down for constructive criticism. Yeah, that's all I really have.
That's all she wrote.
All right, guys. Until next time, we'll see ya.